Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jonathan Lloyd and Keisha Lloyd from King's
Yes.
Grace Ministries. We just wanted to talk a little bit about the beginning of King's Grace, kind of where we're going. This is not going to be a long video at all. We're just going to talk about really just how much of a blessing it's actually been.
It's been good.
It's
been really good. It's definitely been a blessing.
Yeah, we started it at the beginning of January?
Yeah. Well,
right?
maybe the second week of January, I think.
Was it the second week?
Yeah.
Could have been the second week of January.
It was.
Right? But we've had a lot of visitors so far.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people come out to support, and then also a lot of people too, just to like give well wishes and just to show their appreciation.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
So some of the biggest takeaways that I've learned so far with King's Grace
Mhm.
is the technical difficulties that one person may or may not have when trying to upload, download, record.
Okay, back to King's Grace. There we go.
There we go. We were still talking about it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, but anyways, more about the lessons, right?
Yes.
So we've had a lot of very impactful lessons.
Mhm.
And for me, there's two lessons that stick out. That's the very first one where we just talked about the introduction into God's grace.
Mhm.
God's grace, but the multiplication of grace. And then if you look at the logo for King's Grace with the crown and then the jewels that are in the crown and of course the color, every single thing has a point, like whether it's in prayer or whether it's talking about humanity or just in the divinity and just royalty, how God actually looks and how he also views us.
Yeah.
And that's what King's Grace is about. You know, I like to say a lot that it is a kingdom ministry, but it's been a real blessing.
Yeah.
I think the other lesson that sticks out a lot in my mind is the last one, where we're talking about clarity and perception, right? How people look at things from a different point of view. But especially with the first one, part one, where it talked about God does not think the way that we think. Right, his ways are not our ways. In one of the versions, it says, "My thoughts are not your thoughts."
Yeah.
But he literally said, I think it was the Message Version Bible, where it said, like, "I do not think the way that you think," and it was like an exclamation point.
It was pretty raw.
Yeah, it was pretty raw. It was really good. And then the last one, talking about clarity, with just co-perception, talking about conscience, the thought process and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's been some of your takeaways, Keisha?
I think, of course, I loved the first meeting we had where you brought up the verse that showed there were the apple of God's eye.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt like just that whole verse was the big old hug from God.
Yeah.
Like when we read that verse, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
To be the apple of God's eye.
Yeah.
Like, what's better than that?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I think it might have been this last one where you talked about co-perception. And we talked a lot about Paul.
Yeah.
And how Paul had pure thoughts and a pure reason why he was doing things and why he was teaching things. And it's like, that's true because he has a and that is God.
Yeah.
So he's perceiving things as God is and doing things as God would. So it's like, wow.
Yeah.
That's been powerful.
Yeah, it was. And then it's something that's, it's been held to my heart, like for a long time, couple of years, just thinking about the thought process of man, how we view things. And then where Paul talked about he served God with a pure conscience, just saying like he served God with co-perception, like being in union with him. And I've never heard that word before at the time.
That's really good.
And it just really, provided a lot of clarity of how to see things and how to operate.
Yeah, how we need to operate.
Yeah, we usually have our Bible studies around 6:15, and we're recording right now. This is where we actually do our videos and where we have our lessons at, right here in our living room.
All the kids be upstairs. The kids have an area where they play and they snack and they have a good old time.
Yeah.
While most of the adults and young adults are down here. Having Bible study. It's really a good time.
Yeah, it really is. And then also too, I think it's a good touch too. We have food all the time here.
Yeah, we eat a lot.
Yeah,
and y'all eat a lot.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the food be gone
Yeah,
by the
those
time
of you
y'all
who've
leave.
been here, yeah,
Y'all eat.
yeah. And we appreciate
We
that.
love that you eat.
Yeah,
We'll
we
keep
appreciate
it. We'll
'cause-
keep the food.
Yeah, yeah, because around that time, people are shuffling kids, getting off work, going to and fro, and everything else like that. But really, just having a home setting, small group setting, that's something that I know you've always been big on.
I love small groups.
Yeah.
I think I grew the most in my relationship with God in a small group setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people are able to provide feedback or just even, just more, information about a certain topic, that we're talking about. And it's really, really been a blessing. Definitely just want to say thank you to all those that are coming, all those that have been interested, those that are praying for us.
Yeah.
And people who've been even just more than welcoming and very helpful.
Yeah.
Like even at this time, it's one of those things where it shows like you got more people pulling for you actually than going against you.
Yeah.
And it's been a huge blessing.
It's definitely a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of what's next for King's Grace? We got our next Bible study when?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday. And what are we going to be talking about?
We are going to be talking about Joseph.
We sure enough are. Who's leading that one actually?
I don't know.
You don't know who?
Probably somebody named... No, just joking.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to lead it. No, I'll lead it. I'll do it.
It's a good one. This one is a really good one. We were sipping coffee, and Keisha looks at me, and she's like, right here in the living room, where it seems like everything happens at. She said, "What do you know about Joseph?" And I was just like, "What are you talking about? What are you trying to get at?" And she just began to expound about. We'll say, I'm gonna say this one part.
One tidbit is all you can get. Okay.
She said, "Make sure people see your coat, right? Mm-hmm. Make sure they see you afar off."
Yeah.
So Joseph has been very enlightening for the past. We probably been in Joseph.
Probably about almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks, so pushing 3, I think.
Yeah.
As we were getting ready for perceptions and everything else like that. Any other takeaways or anything that you've learned or?
No, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone that has just been praying for us and praying for King's Grace and those that have been coming and just fellowshipping with us and breaking bread with us and opening up the word. And I mean, we're digging in, and I appreciate how we're all in tune because we all want to build on our relationship with God and with those around us. Just it's been great to hear what these verses are saying to different people and what it means to them and how we can apply it to our lives.
Yeah.
So it's been really
and then
good.
just about their experiences that they go through. And it's always been an on-time lesson.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Big time.
It's always been right there, spot on time.
Yeah.
And I know also, especially for me, like I said it earlier, it's that crown, man, it got me. It got me when he showed me that.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, this is not meant to be a long video. We appreciate you guys.
Yes,
Thank you once again.
Yes, we do.
You guys have a great evening. Oh, hearts and kisses.
Hearts and kisses.
Hearts and kisses. All right, y'all take care. God bless.
Bye, guys.